Hello there, this is James S. Crofty, dated 1978, and on the 20th anniversary of the day that forever changed the world, the one thing that still strikes me about the sheer magnitude of that event and how it shook the planet's only remaining superpower to its very core is, although in the minds of millions of people around the world, it instantly became a vast and all-powerful network of supervillains posing the greatest threat that the free world had ever faced, in reality, the fact of just how tiny, weak, and insignificant the terrorist organisation that a con artist gave the cool name of Al-Qaeda truly was. How, far from being the personification of evil in command of a vast army of fanatics willing to kill and die by the thousands at his slightest whim, Osama bin Laden was a spoiled rich kid with an ego the size of a planet who simply provided the money and gave speeches to camera, nothing more. And how, far from being the opening gambit of a new wave of atrocities the likes of which the world had never seen, with agents acquiring biological, chemical, and even nuclear weapons, and being more than willing to sacrifice their own lives to unleash them upon unsuspecting civilian populations, the plane's operation was the last desperate gamble of a failing, dying terrorist movement which up until that point had utterly failed to accomplish any of its goals and was fast falling into total obsolescence. After all, the most powerful nation on Earth was brought to its knees and driven into a state of paranoid outrage that compelled it to invade not one, but two countries in its quest to reimpose its dominance, like a traumatized rape victim believing that their attacker was around every corner, seeing Islamic terrorists everywhere, and being willing to burn the entire world to the ground simply to feel safe again. A nation with a military designed to be able to fight the militaries of the next 2, 3, or even 4 most powerful military nations on Earth at the same time and still win, was changed forever by 19 Saudis and Yemenis with nothing but plane tickets and box knives. Because, to quote the character of Verbal Kent in the film The Usual Suspects, they realised that to be in power you didn't need guns or money or even numbers. You just needed the will to do what the other guy wouldn't. And that, my friends, was the true terror, power, and evil of that attack. Not the sheer number of people who were killed or the scale of the destruction, but the fact that the terrorists had the will to commit an atrocity that no one else on Earth could ever imagine.